Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be talking about my personal experience with OddsJam and kind of giving you guys a review. So, I started out in December of 2023, and what OddsJam is it's a site that gives you things to bet on. So, you just refresh the website and it'll show up positive edge, positive expected value bets, bets that are going to be profitable, and you enter in your bankroll beforehand and it'll tell you exactly how much money you should be putting on each of those bets. And so initially, there's a lot of deposit bonuses and free bets that you get on these sites. So I was able to make $2,000 on the first day, which is pretty cool. So this was starting with only about $4,000 in bankroll. And as you can see, I made money my first 4 days. Then I lost $1.5 grand on the fifth day. There's going to be ups and downs in this, guys. That's guaranteed. But as you can see, from December, January, I lost about $300 betting every day. But it does only take about 30 minutes to an hour a day. And then in February, I made $7.5 grand. Had a couple big days in a row here in the middle. And then March, made $100. And this is about when I started to get limited. So this is kind of the thing with OddsJam. It will certainly work for months, but eventually you're going to get limited once you're making money. So I was able to make about $9 grand in about 3 months doing this, starting with only $4 grand. And again, I'm in a state or a place where you don't have access to that many sports books. As you can see, I was forced to use Bovada, Bet Openly, Bet US, MyBookie. Not necessarily the best sports books. You want to be using FanDuel, DraftKings, Underdog, Prize Picks, Sleeper, but none of these are legal where I am, so I had to use these books. If you're able to use those more sports books, it's going to take you a lot longer to get limited. You can spread out your bets across a lot more sports books, and you'll be able to make a lot more than this. As you can see, I beat the closing line 73% of the time, which means 73% of the time I got better odds than what the sports book closed the bet at. So basically 73% of my bets, I was having a mathematical advantage over the sports book. And so as you can see here, he only won 47% of his bets. Does it work? Well, that's because I was getting plus odds on most of my bets. And so you can see my average profit margin per wager was 4.5%. This is like, imagine that what people don't understand is it's a 4.5%, but it settles within a day. So it's like you're getting compound interest daily. Obviously, you can't compound infinitely because you start to get limited, and they max your bet at like $300-$400. There's some ways to get around some of them on some of the sites, but eventually they do limit you. And so you can see here, positive EV bets. I made 8.3 thousand. I had some good parlays that made me another 2.6. But I was wagering consistently about $2,000, $3,000 a day, every day. Some days more, some days less. But it's just about getting volume down, because every bet, like I said, you are making about 4%, but you need a lot of diversity, because otherwise you're hinging too much on hitting certain bets. Whereas if you're putting down 50 bets a day, that's enough to kind of withstand the volatility, where you're still going to have down days and up days, but over the course of the month, you're going to end up. And even me, I had a down month. In January, I was betting every day, a lot. And as you can see, I still, at the end of the month, was down $300. So that can happen. You can have stagnant months. I'm not saying this is going to replace your job or anything, but, for just less than an hour a day, it can add thousands to your income. And this isn't even including the deposit bonuses, which can give you, I think FanDuel has like a $500 deposit match. I'll leave a link for the ones I can, which I think are like $250 matches and $100 matches. And so I will say here you can see the actual profit versus expected profit. So I started off pretty hot, then dipped down, and then I got up there, and then you can just see that the expected profit is just slowly going up. That's just basically however many bets you're making. If they're positive, you're going to be going up in value, and then your actual will eventually regress to the expected line. But the expected line will just keep going up. So like I said, you will make money in the long run. And this is all just with positive EV betting. They have some other tools like arbitrage and the promo finders for finding the deposit bonuses, as well as the parlay builder and some other things. But I couldn't really do arbitrage betting because I didn't have that many sports books available to me, as I was in a state where it's not legal to use those sites. But if you're somewhere where it's fully legal and you can take advantage of all the sites, you could give arbitrage betting a try. You could give live betting a try. But you can just try the 7-day free trial for OddsJam and kind of see how it works. So I'll just leave a link in the description to the Getting Starting Guide at OddsJam. I would highly recommend watching those videos. The guy Alex over there does a really good job explaining how it works, why it works, and just everything related to how to be a profitable bettor. And then I'll also leave the links to the ones I was able to find, which was Prize Picks, I think, and Underdog maybe. All right. See you guys in the next one. Leave also in the comments if you have any questions related to sports betting at all, or OddsJam or anything. Just let me know. I'd love to make a video on it.